Welcome back to the channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into the stunning conclusion of a story that redefines heroism, a tale of a silent warrior in a world robbed of its voice. We followed Kael, our mute protagonist, on his perilous journey to restore sound to the silenced land of Ethereum. He's climbed the colossal Tower of Silence, faced down its twisted guardians, all with his loyal companion, the sentient system core Pico, by his side. Now, they stand at the very heart of the problem, the precipice of a final, world-altering battle. This isn't just about winning a fight. It's about giving the world back its song, its laughter, its very soul. But the price of victory might be higher than anyone could have imagined. Let's break down the epic finale of The Silent Player. They step into the core chamber, a vast, circular arena that feels less like a room and more like the inside of a dead star. In the center, a colossal sphere of pure static hangs suspended in the air, humming with a terrifying, sound-absorbing energy. This is the Silence Core. Pico, its light flickering with a mix of awe and dread, translates the dire situation. Its binary tones spell out a grim warning. If we destroy that, the world's voice returns. But if we fail, everything collapses. The stakes are absolute. It's not just their lives on the line, it's the existence of sound itself, the very fabric of reality as they knew it. There is no retreat, no second chance. Everything Kael has fought for, every life lost to the silence, has led to this single moment. As Kael takes a determined step forward, the core reacts. It pulses violently, the static convulsing and coalescing. With terrifying speed, the formless energy twists and solidifies, forming a humanoid figure. This is the soundless god, the physical embodiment of pure, absolute silence. It's not just a monster, it's a concept given form, an anti-creator whose very presence seems to drain the color and light from the room. The air grows heavy, the space around it warping and distorting as if reality itself is being erased. Pico's light flickers weakly, its systems struggling against the overwhelming void of the god's aura. The final battle has begun, not against a creature of flesh and bone, but against the concept of nothingness itself. Without a moment's hesitation, Kael dashes forward. His sword, the Blade of Echoes, ignites with a brilliant, blue-white light, the last remaining sound in a world of silence. But the soundless god moves with impossible speed, faster than thought, a blur of distortion. It doesn't attack with claws or fists, but with waves of pure spatial distortion that ripple through the air, threatening to unmake Kael where he stands. Kael is a master warrior, honed by countless battles. He slides under a wave that would have torn him apart, his sword arcing upward in a desperate strike. The blade connects, but it's like striking a ghost. The god feels nothing, and with a casual flick of its wrist, it sends a backlash of kinetic force that throws Kael across the chamber. He slams into the far wall with a sickening, silent crack as his specialized armor begins to fracture under the immense pressure. Pico, seeing his partner in peril, zips into action. It projects shimmering, hexagonal shields of energy in front of Kael, absorbing the next barrage of distortion waves. The tiny core shouts in defiant binary tones, a desperate, digital war cry against the encroaching emptiness. This gives Kael the precious seconds he needs. He struggles to his feet, his body battered. Where his armor is cracked, a faint, blue-white light bleeds from his wounds, the same energy that powers his sword. He's not just fighting for the world anymore, he's fighting for his own existence. Ignoring the pain, ignoring the futility of it all, he focuses his will. He plants his feet, grips his sword with both hands, and pours every last ounce of his energy, his spirit, his silent determination into the blade. And then, something incredible happens. A system notification flashes in Kael's vision, unlocked ability, final resonance. A surge of power floods through him. The light from his sword explodes outward, growing brighter than the sun, transforming the physical blade into a weapon made of pure, solidified vibration. It hums with a power that transcends sound, a resonance that promises to shatter the very foundation of silence. Kael's eyes lock onto the heart of the soundless god, which is also the heart of the silence core. This is his one and only shot. He runs. As he sprints toward the god, time itself seems to slow to a crawl. Every footstep is deliberate, every breath held in suspension. He leaps into the air. His body a silent arrow aimed at the heart of the void. His face is a mask of pure, unadulterated resolve, a silent scream of defiance against the dying of the light. And with one final, monumental push, he drives the vibrational blade deep into the core's heart. For a single, eternal moment, there's nothing. And then, The entire tower, the entire world, erupts in a blinding flash of pure, white light. The silence is broken. We fade into a breathtaking sunset over Ethereum. The world is healing. The light is soft, the colors vibrant. For the first time in what feels like an eternity, there is sound. The gentle rustle of leaves as trees sway in the breeze. The cheerful chirp of birds returning to the sky. And most importantly, the soft, hesitant murmurs of people speaking again. Voices, once stolen, now fill the air like a gentle melody. The world is rebuilding itself, not with stone and mortar, but with the simple, beautiful power of sound. On a hill overlooking this reborn world, Kael stands, watching the horizon. Pico hovers faithfully beside him, its light steady and warm. You did it. Pico's text appears in Kael's vision, the words filled with a quiet pride. The world can hear again. Kael looks down at his own hands. They're trembling faintly from the aftermath of the battle, from the sheer release of tension. He takes a breath, a hopeful, expectant breath. He opens his mouth, ready to speak his first word, to finally join the chorus of the world he saved. But no sound comes out, only silence. The ultimate irony. The hero who returns sound to the world remains voiceless. A flicker of disappointment crosses his face, but it's quickly replaced by a soft, serene smile. He saved them. That's what matters. Pico seems to understand. Its light flickers gently, a comforting gesture. A new message appears. Maybe you were never meant to speak. Maybe the world needed a hero who listens. The words hang in the air, profound and true. Kael's purpose was never about his own voice, but about ensuring everyone else had theirs. He wasn't a silent hero by curse, but by destiny. He turns his gaze back to the sunset, his smile peaceful, and slowly sheathes his sword. The wind picks up, carrying the faint, distant voices from the city below, a symphony of life reborn. Kael closes his eyes, not in sadness, but in contentment. He listens, and in that moment, he hears everything. He is at peace. The screen fades to black. For a few moments, there is only darkness and the quiet hum of our own world. Then, a few lines of simple, green text appear, stark against the black. It's a final system log. Hero ID, Kael. Status, offline. Legacy. The world healed itself through silence. The hero's journey is complete. His system is offline. His task is done. But just as we think it's over, one final sound emerges from the darkness. It's a soft, distant whisper, the clear voice of a child. Thank you, silent player. The words are a perfect, poignant and a testament from the generation he saved, a final acknowledgement that his silent sacrifice was heard, loud and clear. A hero is not defined by what they say, but by what they do. Kael never spoke a word, but his actions echoed for eternity. Thank you so much for joining me on this incredible journey through the story of the silent player. What a powerful and moving ending. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Did you see that twist coming? And what did you think of the final message? I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more deep dives into amazing stories like this one. Thanks for watching.